All right, but like I said, everything's going good. But one thing about Michelle, I told her everything. I told her Julie's a witch. You know, she's pagan. This is what she does. I got kids by her. This is what it is. And Michelle used to always get into me. Like you still love her and all that. I'm like, man, it's not what you think. I love you. I'm married to you, and it's the truth. I'm married to you, Michelle. I may have feelings for Julie still, but I'm not cheating. I'm not doing anything. I'm with you, and I'm gonna make this work. You understand? I prayed and prayed for me and Michelle to stay together. We got married, but anyway, we engaged, and we didn't know how we was gonna get married, and we didn't have any money. But all I said was, "Hey, Julie, you know what I'm saying? I didn't really talk about her, but it's like the fact that what Julie was, and it's like she's always felt like I had a connection with her, no matter what. I drowned it out. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm like, I'm with you. This is it. But I still didn't want nothing bad to happen to the mother of my kids. And she was going through hell and high water here and there. And I was sending money on the regular like I was supposed to do as a father. Her and Julie beefing a little bit. That's kind of understandable when you got two families coming together. You know, but anyway, back to the story. We was in the process of getting married. We didn't know how we was going to make it, and during the time frame, like the devil, God, however it works, just everything going crazy. We arguing a little bit. We arguing a lot, getting close to the time, and then next thing you know, God make a way. The church said we can have a wedding here, but I said God is going to make a way for us to get married, and He did. We didn't have to pay for anything. We got married at the church. We went to the courthouse to get the license before everything. We did the process the right way. I'm divorced. You know what I'm saying, from my wife. I didn't sign the papers. I never signed that paper, but I know after so long, it's in there, but it's in the system. You know what I'm saying, that we're officially divorced. And so, but anyway, we get married. It was hell trying to get there. We was arguing the day before. But we get there, we get married. I'm like, oh yes, I'm doing what the Lord wants me to do. We going to church on a regular. Even in the back of my head. The love for Julie is there. And most people are like, man, maybe it's the witchcraft. Maybe it's that. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe it's the witchcraft. But Julie, even Michelle praying for Julie to get converted. But I never cheated now. I'm being real. I'm telling y'all the truth, man. So I'm like, I don't know what to do. You know what I'm saying? But we're arguing, we're fighting, we get into fist fights. Me and Michelle, I didn't see the black mind and black her eye. We're fighting. I'm like, man, this is a Christian household. Why are we going through much hell and high water at this house, man? What is really going on? I'm trying my best. And all of a sudden, you know what I'm saying, we're going through hell. 3 years passed. This last year passed, we're getting worse and worse. She kicked me out. We're going through spiritual warfare hard. I'm getting accused. Some other things going on, all kind of stuff. Like, it's been broadcast all on Facebook. I'm getting bad mouthed. All this and that. I'm not perfect. Like I said, we didn't have some fist fights, brawls. She kicked me out. You know what I'm saying? When she kicked me out, it's like November. She kicked me out. I was like, man, well, I'm gonna go see my kids. I took that time and went to see my kids. During this time frame, Julie separated from her boyfriend at the time. They had another kid and everything. But I go up there, have a good time, seeing my kids. All about the kids. But anyway, a few weeks pass. She tell me to come back home. I come back home. You know what I'm saying? Everything's going pretty good. Come around December, I'm kicked out again. She was beating me up. You shouldn't have did that. You shouldn't have she shouldn't have did that or did that. I'm like, okay. You should have went up there to see your kid. You stand with the mother of your kids or whatever. I'm like, man, I didn't do anything. All I want to do is see my kids. You know, we argued about that constant. So what happens after that, you know, come January, we fighting, we fussing, and it's same thing. I'm like, man, I'm so tired of fighting. I'm praying to God, hey, make a way. You know, so I come home one day from work, and it was a Friday. I'm praying. And this thing, you know, I come home, we arguing instantly. I go sit in the truck. This thing, you know, I see my bags going out. They going in the back, the bed of the truck. I'm like, okay. I sat there, praying, Lord, what you want me to do? But this time, I was like, you know what, forget it. Once that last bag hit there, I'm gone. And I left, I had my full paycheck. I went and stayed at the hotel. And, you know, I went and saw my kids again. You know, there it is again. Here I am now. And I've been going to see my kids. Me and Michelle been back and forth. Story is not written, that's the truth. You know, yes, I'm torn. I don't know what to do. You understand? God knows my heart. You know, I want to do the right thing for the situation. You know, and that's it. But it's still an underlying fact through all this I'm going through. I know that witchcraft plays its part somehow, some way. But the thing is, I know that all things work together for those that love God and are called upon this purpose. I'm not trying to go back to the dark side. I love God. That's my Father. I still have feelings for a pagan woman. I still have feelings for my wife. You understand? I don't know what to do. I just trust God. I just know every time me and Michelle get around each other, we tearing each other apart. I don't know how this story gonna end, but I know God has blessed me to be in the house with myself, to make music, and do that, and I still keep praying. You know, I still go see my kids. I'm just by myself. You know, and that's my story. And I'm sticking to it. You know, I don't know how this is gonna play out. I just felt the need to let the cat out the bag. Yes, I do have feelings for her. But I never jeopardized my marriage. I never cheated. I never did. I'm just being real with you. I never even talked to Julie about getting back together when we was together. None of that. It was all about the kids. You know. I believe the devil's in the details, but I believe God's in the details too. How this gonna play out, I don't know. I know God is gonna work it out. You know, but while I'm telling you this is people, my walk as a Christian has not been what you think. It's not been all smooth. It's been ups and downs, road hills. I mean, uphill battles, downhill battles, crisscross, 2 marriages. And I still ain't got it right now. Still trying to figure it out. You know, right now I'm trying to focus on self. That's my story. That's why I lie today. And that's the truth. You know, how this is gonna play out, I don't know. It's going with the flow. You know, I know when you pray, things happen. You know, am I living perfectly? No. I do my best. That's all I can do. And pray. Let God make a way. But you get the conclusion as soon as I get it. As of now, that's the story, and I'm sticking to it. I felt the need to tell the truth. Now you'll know why I talk about certain things I talk about, because I've been through certain things, and I know certain things. And I know God is a rewarder of those who seek him, but that doesn't stop the battles from facing. You know what I'm saying? This is my story. This is my testimony. What is yours? Realize what yours is. You know, I don't believe nothing happens for coincidence. I believe everything happens for a reason. Just know, keep your cross on first. There's a reason why I say keep your cross on first. You know, God has never tried to distance me from my kids. I learned how to cope with the fact that what she is, you know what I'm saying? That'll stop me from pushing at her. I'm always going to push at her. I'm always going to push the truth at Julie, the mother of my kids. And I'm always going to push the truth at Michelle or whoever else. You know what I'm saying? I don't condone anything. You know, but I learned you have to live around people that don't have your same belief system. And you got to be able to live with them. You don't have to condone it, though. You don't have to go with it. If God compels me to say something to her about it, whether she want to hear it or not, I'm going to say it. You know what I'm saying? And yes, it is about my kids. Because I want to keep them growing up in that nurturing admonition of the Lord. You know what I'm saying? It is. It's a battle waging in my life. That's my story. So if you want to know anything about me, all you do is ask. I tell you the truth. Now, I was like, I think to myself sometimes, like, maybe Michelle was right. Maybe my heart being still there. Maybe it's witchcraft. I don't know. But the thing is, as long as I got this, I'm going to be okay. That's my thing. That's why I try to explain to Michelle. Same thing I said to the Judah. Now I'm good. God's been looking out for me. He's never left me or forsaken me, just like his word said. I understand God will help a witch too. You know, Michelle is mean as hell. That's what we was odds and ends. And she was like that before I met her. That's why we couldn't get along. Anger issues. You know what I'm saying? We fought too much, and I just can't be in the house when I'm fighting all the time. You know, where we're putting our hands on one another. No, I'd rather get out of it. You know, call me whatever you want. I'm not finna stay in that situation where we're belittling one another, making each other feel like trash. No, that can't be of God. So here I am today, by myself. What's gonna happen? I don't know. That's my story. How does this relate to the verse I read you? Haven't you been listening? A lot of things that go in your life, you got to stay in this word. You'll be surprised how many people are against you. How many people is against my new marriage. And I believe everything happened for a reason. And a lot of things caused my marriage to fall apart this time that didn't involve witchcraft. Last time, most likely that's what it was. This time it was other things. You know, witchcraft is not the only battle you got to face. You got to face opposition against people who try to tear your house down no matter what. You know what I'm saying? And they'll do it. And the thing is, I don't care. You know, I don't care. I'm gonna stay with God. You know what I'm saying? I believe in marriage. I hate divorce. You know, I'm still trying to understand the fact that divorce and remarriage. I'm still trying to learn these things. You know, how this work, how this play. You know, am I ready for another woman in my life? No. How can I do that? I'm not trying to bring nobody in here. No, I'm still married. That's fornication. God keep me. Hey, I know what your word says. I'm trying my best. You understand? To stay in line with you. During this trial. But I just felt the need to tell my testimony today. I don't care who's going to watch it. I don't know who's going to watch it, but it's the truth. You know, I ain't really got too much else for you to say today. Just stay prayed up, people. That's my story. I'm sticking to it. I love to make music, and God has put me in a place where I can make music with peace. I'm seeing my kids. I'm in good terms with my ex-wife. Kind of good terms with my wife, kinda. I don't know what the world going on with that. You know what I'm saying? I really don't want to be around her right now. I'm just being real. We argue every time we're around each other. No. I feel that I'm going to keep that door closed until you open it. But people, the devil is out to steal, kill, and destroy. You know what I'm saying? The thing is, he may destroy the things around you. He may destroy marriages. He may destroy this. But he can't destroy your faith in him. No matter what you're going through right now. Stay prayed up. You divorced? Stay prayed up. You're married? Stay prayed up. You're separated? Stay prayed up. You're going through things? Stay prayed up. Read Psalms. Read Psalm 35. Read this. Read John. Read Isaiah. Read that Bible. Seek God. And he's going to help you. What I'm trying to tell you is, through all of this, I wouldn't have been here if it wasn't for God. He's where my help comes from. No, I'm not the perfect Christian. I'm not your textbook Christian. I cuss, I drink, I smoke cigarettes. I do a lot of things. But one thing I am is a follower of Christ. You understand? I'm going to do my best to do that. And I'm asking you to do the same. Don't let nobody tell you differently. You know, God has a purpose for you and a reason for you going through the things that you go through, just like he got a reason for me to go through the things I go through. If I read this Bible, I see that everybody went through things. David committed adultery. I read that today. And you know, I just read something, one of the craziest parts of it, that the man who he had killed, he sent the letter by his own hand, Uriah. He had his death certificate in his hand. If he would have just broke that seal, he probably still been alive. But he was loyal. And that's messed up that David did that to that man. And that's crazy, man. But even he was forgiven. So I look at everything from a different perspective. Yes, Julia's a witch. But she still got time. Yes, Michelle is a bitch. And she still got time. Yes, I'm not perfect. And I still got time too. As long as I stay grounded in this word and try to live. But I don't, the thing is, I don't take that for granted. That I feel I still got time because I can die today. You understand? My close friend of mine from years ago, his sister died at age 40 2 days ago. You know, life is short, people. And it can be long. You don't know what tomorrow may hold. All you can do today is pray up. That's why I'm trying to get myself in line with God. You know, I can't hate people. I can't hate the mother of my kids because of what she does. And I'm not going to stop seeing her because of what she does. A lot of y'all probably stand with witches right now. You don't even know it. You understand? I'm just being real with you. I see signs. I try to tell people, but nobody listen. You understand? How do I know this? Because I've been with one. You understand? I know the characteristics. I know the signs to look out for. You think God showed me this stuff for nothing? You know what I'm saying? Just this morning, I sent a video to Julie about a witch being converted. You know what I got? I'm not listening to it. Well, I did my part. I sent the link to you. You ain't got to listen to it. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to listen to it. But I'm going to do my part. That's how I know God is still reaching out to everyone. You understand? Because he wouldn't have me still reaching out to her for nothing. Am I wrong for that? Am I a devil? You know what I'm saying? Is that evil? Or that's what I'm supposed to do as a Christian? You understand? Well, what about Michelle? She's good. She believes in Jesus just like I do. You understand? She know what to do. And I know what to do. But right now, I'm doing what God compels me to do. And I don't care if you understand it or not. I don't care. Say what you want about me. Guess what? I'm going to always be a follower. And I'm going to stay doing what God wants me to do. If God wills it. That's my goal. That's my prayer. To stay close to him. No matter if I got to go stay in a house that's got pagan stuff in it. Guess what? I'm shielded. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't as strong as I was back then, but I'm stronger now. And guess what? I'm not going to stop preaching the gospel. I'm not going to start telling you to condone anything because of certain people I'm around. I have run-ins with all type of people. You understand? My goal is to get you to know Christ. And guess what? I can't just leave that for myself. Whoever God puts in my life to minister to and tell the truth to, that's what I'm going to do. That's all I got for you people. Have a blessed day. Stay prayed up and keep your cross on. This has been my testimony and this has been my truth. Have a blessed one.